So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. They'll start on the ground with Shipley.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Titans had 8 and 5 to start play. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense.
Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now Levis. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Levis back to throw.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Will Shipley.
His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Phillips. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Sims.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Traylon Burks, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Levis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun on 3rd down, Phillips. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Levis looking to throw. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Cockrell holds it in left side. Touchdown, Titans! Chigga Cockrell. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Phillips. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Levis now off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going to the right here and finding Burks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Levis sets up to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Levis
flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Will Shipley.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Phillips. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Levis to throw off play action. This pass deep for Okonkwo. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action now. Levis. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Off the play fake, Levis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deion Henry.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
T.J. Hockenson, 27 yards. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They run behind center with Spiller, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw. Phillips work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Phillips operating from the gun. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Phillips. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A run on first down with Shipley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. This 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Levis going to change the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Levis out of the shotgun now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Levis back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. Touchdown! A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in there on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Deion Henley.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's Levis.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now Levis.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Levis, you get audible to something else.
Back to throw again. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Off play action. Phillips. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Phillips from the gun, he'll throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Deion Henley.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Levis to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Titans extend their lead yet again.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Levis looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Levis sets up to throw here.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
32 yards.
And the Titans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over.